Well, this week was going to be a different kind of holiday for us. Normally we're on the boat and just cruising up and down the rivers, venturing into various establishments. This time, if you'd watched my October video, you'll know that we have hired a cottage in Wroxham called Purecroft, and we've just dropped all the girls off up there. They're doing a little bit of unpacking, and then they said they're going checking the water levels down at Wroxham Bridge. Now, I think that's out of order. Obviously, it's a man's job to check the water levels. And myself, Jeff and Will have come down to Awning after dropping them off up there and just thrown a little bit of stuff on the boat that is for the boat, like just basic tea and coffee and stuff and things like that for when we're cruising during the day. And because there's no unpacking need doing, we decided we would get on the boat and go and check the water levels that way. So that's what we're doing now. We're just coming out of the marina onto the Bure, literally 2-3 minutes away. Now the thing with having a cottage up in Wroxham is that we have to go on the same stretch of river every day. We won't be able to get under the bridge this week. I already worked that one out. Well, if we did, we won't be able to get back until the next day, which would defeat the object really. And so coming down the stretch of the river towards Awning and onwards, wherever we decide to go, it will be the same stretch of river every day. So I might not include all the footage basically, because it's just the same stuff. I will try and edit out my family basically. They're a bit embarrassing, some of them. I mean, some of them are from Wales, you can't understand a word they say. So I'll try not to put too many things in that embarrasses me basically. Whether it embarrasses them, I'm not right bothered. Well, we called up where did we call it? Ivy Farm on the way down. It's roughly 2 hours. Our journey is about 4 hours non-stop drive. We always stop 2 hours. When we're coming down, it's usually Ivy Farms. And when we're going back, it's usually Abbey Parks. But we stopped at Ivy Farms for our breakfast, and we bought some stuff for our Sunday dinner. We brought the slow cooker with us. Turns out we didn't need to, because there was one exactly the same model in the cottage. I did ask if it was okay to bring our own electric equipment like that, and they said yeah, it's fine. They didn't tell us that there was already one there. Whether they knew that, I don't know. That was Riverside Rentals, who was absolutely brilliant all the way through the booking. I had quite a few questions, and they answered me quickly, and yeah, they were really good. At the cottage itself, we had a quick look round before we set off down to Awning, and it looks absolutely lovely. It's right next door to Summercraft Boatyard, and when I did the booking, they said that you could have a boat moored outside. Now it's changed that now. I think it says you can have a boat, day boat size. Because I asked the question, can we have a 35-foot cruiser on the front, and they said as long as you're not blocking Summercraft's entrance. Well, they don't hide the boats in February anyway, so it could be a problem in summer. Having said that, when we got moored outside the place, there was still plenty of room for boats to get in and out, but we won't be hiring a cottage in summer anyway, or any time that Summercraft are likely to hire. So anyway, here we come now. We're coming up to the Ferry Inn. This is a well-worn practice. Not so much coming around in the boat. This is the first time we've done it in the boat. But I get sent away when they come down. Me and Christine, we unpack all the stuff, and I'm trying to help my best, and she just says, "Just go away and leave me to it for half an hour." So I always pop down here just to make sure the water levels are okay, that it's not flooded, or that there is still water in the river. And you can't just come down. It's rude, isn't it, to come on the pub's premises and not use the facilities. So that's what I do. I nip in, have a quick pint, and then go back when summoned, and then off we go. So here's Will now. First time he's been on the Norfolk Broads, and he's probably the only one out of the Welsh-speaking, I said, the people from Wales that I could actually understand. Um, Alison and Karen, I don't know. Anyway, so yes, so here we are now, just about to go and check the water levels. Water levels duly checked. It was time for our very, very gentle and nice relaxing cruise up the river. This was to be the quietest it would be for the rest of the week. Very, very noisy family. And, well, I love them all to bits, but when they're all together and they've had a couple of drinks, and I'm the only one sober, yeah, nobody believes that, do they? Well, we could have turned the trip from Morning to Wroxham into a little bit of a pub crawl. We could have stopped, well, we did stop at the ferry to check the water levels, which is, well, it's low. We could have stopped at the New Inn. There's plenty of room there. I think Gus may be on his winter holidays because I couldn't find him. I couldn't see him anywhere all week, basically. And even now at the Swan Inn, although I don't think there were any room as we come past the stay there, even if we wanted to do, and I didn't fancy paying £20 to more outside the Swan. I'm not sure how that works exactly. So no, we had to get back to make sure our darling beloveds was all okay and that the cottage was okay, and set up the fishing tackle.
Don't have to question everything you feel. It's in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. Not everything you want is what you need. Look inside, and you'll see. Don't look back. Take it easy on yourself. Look back. Don't have to worry.
And here we have Jeffrey at the helm and Will with no head by his side. So we're using Silver Cloud as a day boat. So as I say, we're heading back up there, we're just going past the Sallow Spit. And everybody seems to be enjoying themselves so far. I think all the women, while we've been coming out doing the hard work getting the boat, they've all been in the pub. Disgusting. I told them they weren't allowed at the kitchen till we got there, but I think that's gone on deaf ears. Gets in, good blue string.
Take it easy on yourself. Don't have to worry. Take it easy on yourself this time.
Ikana tu no majuve. Arjeo mukayele. Ikana tu no majuve. Arjeo mukayele.
As we rise, we fall.
Well, I think everybody by now knows how the Broads came about with the peat diggings flooding. But did you know that Roxham Broad has 85 acres and it has a mean depth of 1.3 metres? Now, what's the mean depth? Well, I mean, it's not a mean as in nasty. What it is, it's an average depth, I think, that's how it works, of 1.3 metres. I thought it was deeper than that, but maybe not. I thought I'd fished in here many years ago, before I saw the sign that you're not allowed to fish, and it was deeper than that, but I might be wrong. Then again, I could have been in somewhere where it was deeper, and then in some places it was shallower, so it makes it a mean depth of 1.3. Ah well, maybe I'll never find out. Something else that I wasn't sure about until I checked Wikipedia. The Norfolk Broads Yacht Club, which I'm sure if you've been across Roxham Broad you'll have seen the clubhouse over there. They've leased this from the Trafford estate since 1937. Now that's going back a while. So I had a quick look on Wikipedia, and I don't think I didn't know was that in 2002, between 2000 and 2005, the island between the two channels linking Roxham Broad to the Bure underwent restoration to stop erosion and improve the land's ecology, which had become degraded. The project was a joint initiative involving the Broads Authority, Norfolk Broads Yacht Club and the local landowner Trafford Estates. Scrub was cleared and a stretch of piling installed allowing sedge, reed and rush to grow back. By 2005 it was reported that more birds, including kingfishers, were nesting on the island, and the rare Setti's warbler was often spotted. I don't think I've seen one of those. Greater number of ducks now wintered nearby, and there was a great profusion of wildflowers and marsh flora, including orchids. And during the course of the work, in 2004, volunteers came across an unexploded Second World War hand grenade in the dredgings, and that was exploded by an army bomb disposal team. So here we are now on an educational trip up the Bure.
Like waves to the shore, part of the ocean. The stars high above, part of the sky. Now I drift to you, I dream of a of water so blue, wish I could live there, wish you were here, 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 wish you were here. the shore, part of the ocean. The stars high above, part of the sky. Now I drift to you, I dream of a river, a water so blue, wish I could live there, wish you were here, wish you were here, wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you
Land ahoy! Here we are now. This is our cottage for the week, Beercroft. It was lovely, it is recommended. I'm glad there weren't too many neighbours about because our lot was very, very noisy. Oh, we've got a welcoming committee coming out waving. So they all made it back from the pub okay. And as you can see there, that's the entrance to Summercraft. I can understand them not wanting us to block the entrance off there if it was in summer, but when we got tied up there was still room to get in. Maybe not for the inexperienced skipper, which could happen. So yeah, they do say now you can moor a boat outside, but just stay boat size really. So here's Christine tying up again. She's a good one, that one. And we'd brought the customary cheese and onion pie with us. Well, 2 cheese and onion pies for the amount of people that there was here. Yeah, and it was to get very messy from here on in. So this is the end of day 1 as far as this video is concerned. I don't think you'd want to be seeing what went on after here. Oh no, it was so embarrassing. I mean, normally I'm in bed for 9 o'clock reading, and this was sort of like 1 o'clock in the morning. We'd played dominoes. Will plays in a league in Wales, so I thought I'd get him on my side, so I had him as my partner. My God, he was rubbish. Absolute rubbish. He lost at everything. Well, he says he caught the biggest fish, but... So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Surely by the end of the week we'd find something that he was good at. Well, maybe next year. That's homemade cheese and pie. Smells like it should be this way. Pie. Oh, he's already doing it. Oh.
Here he is. Yeah. Here he is.
Did we,
Oh
Here
no.
he is.
Here he goes.
I'm sorry the flight podcast.
David Daly.
Well, that's enough of that. You don't really want to see any more. That's the quietest Colette was all week when she was eating. So I'll leave it there for today, and we'll get some footage going the opposite direction tomorrow.